Hello everyone, welcome to Time Fast. It's been a long time since I made another video, but today we're going to be reviewing the action figure mini Ultraman Dyna by Bandai and SCLA. Without going into deep, the action figure mini is basically a miniature figure like the Chodo and the SH Figure Arts line, but more of a debate on the quality. I'll talk about it later. As you can see, the box has a QR code, you can scan it. Now, out of the box, or I say packaging, the Dyna figure doesn't look that bad from the front. That is until you look to the side and the back where it's just barren colors of silver. As for the design, it's pretty much Ultraman Dyna through and through, and I guess you can say it's pretty much proportionate, save for these black joint parts which are painfully obvious, but that's about it. You can definitely paint this, and I am not one of them. Have you seen the figures I painted? I'm nowhere near a professional. Let's talk about accessories. You do get two chopping hands, I would say, and these are the only extra hands you get, and they are removable through a peg joint, a very tight peg joint, mind you, and they're not the easiest to do. I struggled through removing these hands. And the only beam effect part you get is the Solgent beam. I would struggle to say Solgent beam because it does look like a big piece of blue plastic, and it fits onto the hand with these two clips, and that's about it. Honestly speaking, the Solgent beam for this thing is weird because you have to make sure it's on the correct side with this little hole up here, and I honestly don't like this design of the Solgent beam. I think it looks weird. What about you guys? Do you think it looks good? Let me know. On to articulation, the head can swivel and can look up and down. It is easy to dislodge due to the ball joint here, but I guess it's my copy that does that. The arms can rotate and can move out slightly, but it is hindered due to the design and there is no way around it. I have tried. There is a bit of forward and back on this joint as well. You can bend the elbows to over 90 degrees, not double jointed mind you, and they can swivel as well, which replaces the bicep swivel, I guess. There is also hand rotation, and that's about it. The waist can also rotate, but it's easy to dislodge due to the nature of it. I don't know why it's so loose on my copy. Maybe it's just me, but it does feel very loose. Hips are a bit weird because, for one, you can rotate them forward, but you can't rotate them sideways due to the nature of this joint. You have to physically remove it from the joint, spin it, plug it back in so you can have outwards movement, and even then it's pretty limited. I don't know why they couldn't just opted for a simple ball joint just like these Chodo figures, but I digress. There is a bend at the knee, it's over 90 degrees, and the knees can also swivel, which does look bad in some instances, but hey, it's better than having nothing, I guess. The feet can move up and down and can rotate and slight pivot, and that's all you get for articulation. Personally, the action figure mini is a hit and miss for me. On the one hand, it's cheap, so it's excusable because of these flaws, but it's thanks to these flaws that it makes me hard to recommend whether you should or should not get this figure. I say that if you want a small sized figure, it's gonna be hard for me to recommend it. And before I forget, here are some size comparisons to a normal Chodo figure. This one's Chodo Blazer, and it's much more bigger than I expected when I first got it. Here it is side by side with a lock seed and also a progress key. Now back to my final thoughts. This figure is hard to recommend. Should you get it? Get it if you're only looking for an Ultraman figure in your collection that is bigger than Chodo, and if you something that's lower than SH Figure Arts. I should note that these are somewhat cheaper than the Ultra action figure line, and I guess it is much more articulated because it does have a waist swivel, and it actually does have beam effect parts, so there's that. But overall, I can't really recommend this to those who want high-end collections. You're better off getting SH Figure Arts, or in case Chodo if you want more articulation. But that's all from me. Stay tuned because I will be reviewing Chodo Ultraman T-Gun next sometime in the future. Take care, and I'll see you all next time.